Oh boy, who here is ready to become a mech warrior alongside me? Hello there everyone, Altaria Tempest here with some more BattleTech reactions, and today we are going to be reacting to MechWarrior Origins, an introduction to the BattleTech universe by DC Bruins. I have heard a whole bunch of great things about this and this entire channel, so I'm going to be starting off with an introduction to the BattleTech universe, which maybe I should have reacted to this before, because I have already been a little bit introduced to the BattleTech universe through Tech Talks BattleTech, the different houses of the Inner Sphere, and a whole bunch of the mechs and some of the history. But I figured this is a little bit more of a general introduction with some cool animation stuff. So I'm a sucker for cool animations. So we're going to be hopping into this today. If you'd like to join me on my journey through the BattleTech universe, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. But without any further ado, let's hop straight into the video. This one is a little bit shorter today, so I just figured I would watch through this, and then there's a couple other things on his channel. I don't know what exactly I wanted to watch on there, so if you have any recommendations, let me know.
It began with fire.
Ooh. All the people in the BattleTech universe have great voices for narrating this kind of stuff.
Armed with the power of the stars, humanity built its way out of the mud and stone of ancient Terra. We forged the modern age, an age in which we would no longer be bound by the limits of our strength or the confines of our little blue world. We tore holes in reality and flung ourselves into the furthest reaches of the void, and we prospered.
The indomitable human spirit. We always got to have that. It's always such a cool part of like the space exploration, and why I am such a big fan of space and sci-fi in general is just how we can work together as humans and like reach for the stars. But definitely the BattleTech universe definitely has something to say about the human experience with war and everything too. So it's kind of gotta balance ourselves out between the indomitable human spirit and the indomitable human thirst for conflict.
Only a few hundred years, we expanded into space and built the most powerful civilization this species has ever seen. Hundreds of billions of people living on thousands of planets, ruled by a dozen greater and lesser kingdoms, and united under the imperial banner of the Star League in a period of unprecedented prosperity, relative peace, and technological marvels.
Oh, one thing I didn't think about too much in the beginning with the BattleTech universe is that it's very more realistic almost with how the different cultures expanded almost separately out into space, because a whole bunch of the times in the different sci-fi universes, it's humanity expanding as kind of like almost like a singular entity, as like a united humanity out into the stars, and then we meet like different alien races. But in BattleTech, we're kind of expanding out, and we do have the Star League as a kind of unified entity, but obviously it doesn't stay unified for forever. And the houses are there kind of representing the different cultures of Earth, old Earth, or Terra as they called it. So they expanded out separately into the universe, kind of like finding space for themselves and becoming very different, almost alien species. Obviously they're not alien species, but it's kind of similar in a way, so we can have these kind of like space-wide conflicts, galaxy-wide conflicts, without any of like the aliens that are typical of the setting. It's just humans and the human experience.
United, though not always by choice. The fires of the Unification Wars were ruled by gods, titanic, fusion-powered war machines known as battle mechs. But this grand
battle mechs, and as we learned in the Tripits Affair Tech Talks video, warships also. A big part of probably the Unification Wars, I'm guessing, is the warships.
palace of human achievement was built on the foundation of conquest and empire, and, over time, It was eroded by apathy, corruption, and infighting, until treachery and murder finally plunged the Star League into chaos.
Ooh, I can't wait to learn more about that.
With the Golden
The
Age
Amara Civil
slipping into
War,
civil
right?
war, General Alexander Kerensky, commander of the vast armies of the Star League, gathered those still loyal to him and left the Inner Sphere,
Yeah, and just fucked off.
disappearing into the vast reaches of deep space.
And when they needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and now my brother and I discovered that.
It was a final, desperate gamble to preserve the Golden Age. By removing the most powerful army in human history from the hands of the so-called successor states, Kerensky hoped to force them into a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, it did not work. The succession wars say something differently.
For the next
Ooh,
300 years, the
Ooh,
Inner
look at
Sphere
that.
consumed itself in hellfire. In their bids for the empty throne of the Star League, each of the great houses burnt away their incalculable fortunes of wealth, technology, and humanity. Their futile attempts to reunite the galaxy under their own banners laid waste to the Inner Sphere, bringing ruin to untold numbers of people and shattering 1,000 years worth of progress.
war never
The
changes,
year is 3051 AD.
or at least
The
gets
successor
worse.
states have exhausted themselves. The raging fires of the succession wars have burned to embers. The battle mechs, once the symbol of the might of humanity, now serve as the avatars of a mythic bygone age, slowly decaying into ruin. Now, 300 years after the shattering of empire, the followers of Kerensky have returned.
Oh, they're back.
Flames of conquest rage anew.
Oh, the end. Oh, we're getting to the end there. I was hoping that went on for longer. I want more now because that was super cool. One of the things that I definitely wanted to talk about was the art in this. The art in all of the BattleTech stuff that I've seen has just been incredible. You gotta just know the community loves its series when it makes amazing art like this. And all the incredible battle mechs. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm a little bit into the art, but the only thing I did with like mech adjacent was I remember drawing back in middle school. I remember drawing a Fallout power armor back then. That was a big thing going around our class. So this is setting the stage for the clan invasions. It kind of does. That part did definitely remind me of like when the Avatar vanished, and then 300 years passed, and he's back, but it's a evil clan invasion force now. I guess not as evil. I'm as I go deeper and deeper into the community, I can definitely see why some people are fairly clan centric and then some people are very inner sphere centric. I would definitely say I'm more on the side of the inner sphere just from everything that I've read so far, and obviously Tex has influenced me a lot. I'm a stan of the Federated Suns and House Davian, but just with how much I'm recently being beaten with the warmongering of the inner sphere and the successor states and how they kind of destroyed the galaxy, pretty much not the galaxy but destroyed human civilization within the galaxy and bombed everything back to the Stone Age. I'm definitely seeing more towards the clan's perspective where they're like how they participate in war and how they kind of think of as a culture. It's a very different response to what happened in the inner sphere, and I'm starting to understand it more. Obviously I can't fully understand it because I don't know too much, and come on, their weird genetic purity stuff is kind of crazy, but I can see where their kernel of their hatred for waste and their disdain of the inner sphere stems from, and it is just the complete destruction of humanity in the succession wars. It definitely makes me very excited for, first of all, I'm definitely probably going to be playing MechWarriors 5 Mercenaries, I think it was. I got that on Steam, and I'm going to be playing it after I finish Hollow Knight. I have to finish Hollow Knight first, and then I might play a couple games at the same time. I don't really know. but I want to. I definitely want to play that, and then also I'm really looking forward to the Tech Talks videos on the America Civil War, which I think are coming up pretty soon. So I will, if you guys want to see that, make sure to drop a like and subscribe on this video. But anyway, I think I got all of my thoughts out on that. I love the video. Very cool introduction to the BattleTech universe. I think it was fun for even me, who has been introduced to the BattleTech universe before. Got me thinking about a whole bunch of different stuff, and it was obviously just really cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and adios.